Hello guys, in today's episode we'll be discussing the transfers for Game Week 21. Game Week 20 has just concluded and as I had predicted, it turned out to be a dull week. Welcome to FPL Scanner, only on Mavzone Sports. The image here summarizes how Game Week 20 has turned out for most of us. One that was full of dejection and low points scored by the fantasy team. Were you able to cross the 50 points mark this week? Please comment below and let us know how you could achieve it. As an Arsenal fan, I am at least happy by the fact that our arch rivals dropped some points and are no longer at the top. My predictions were further justified by this article on PremierLeague.com, which suggests that a total of 4.3 million managers dropped points as a result of choosing Salah, Kane, or Fernandes as their captain. I was banking on Fernandes to come up with at least a goal or an assist, but instead the Red Devils suffered 2-1 home defeat. Well, this is what the English Premier League is all about. So for Game Week 20, I ended up with only 38 points. With 4 points deducted as a result of the double transfer that I had made, the end result was a drop in the leaderboard. The star of Game Week 20 was definitely Man City fullback João Cancelo, who scored and assisted one, delivering a total of 17 points and now sits as the second most transferred in player for Game Week 21. Well, I have other areas of the pitch to look after currently. Next up at 15 points was the West Ham midfielder yet again, Thomas Suchek, whose double was enough to match the points haul of Sadio Mane, who scored 1 and assisted 2. Let's now look at the fixture list for Game Week 21. 6 games are being played on Saturday. I'm predicting 4 teams to come out on top in their respective fixtures. Everton seem to have the upper hand at home with a game against Newcastle. Manchester City are playing Sheffield at home, but I feel lightning is not going to strike twice in Manchester and am predicting an easy run for them. West Brom are one of the team in form who are fighting relegation. With a home game against Fulham, expect them to bag all 3 points. Finally, Villa are visiting the South Coast with Southampton's facing multiple injuries to their lineup. Sunday's fixture list seems to be evenly balanced, with my intuition saying that Tottenham have the easiest tie of the entire Game Week 21. But make a note that their talismanic striker Harry Kane suffered an ankle injury in the last night game against Liverpool and will be out for 2 weeks. I will have to transfer out Kane before his value dips down. My obvious choice of replacement would have been Jamie Vardy, who himself has been injured and will sit out for a few weeks. Elsewhere, Southampton are currently the hardest injury hit club in the Premier League. This gives an opportunity for some new faces to shine, but as a fantasy manager, I think it's better to stay clear of the Saints for now. So, who do I replace Harry Kane with? I could look into Calvert-Lewin, with Everton having a favourable fixture this week, or else Villa's Ole Watkins could be a replacement for Kane. The final option is Newcastle forward Callum Wilson. All these 3 strikers had a poor run of form in the last few game weeks, and I feel none can replace the mighty Harry Kane. If you are looking for a midfield replacement, look no further than Ilkay Gundogan. I had recommended him for the last game week as well, and he scored in the double digits. I guess the absence of Kevin De Bruyne is going to massively benefit Gundogan in getting regular game time under his belt. Raheem Sterling is another possible option if you're looking for a big name in your lineup, but his price tag is over 11. If you're looking to get him, you can think about going for a double transfer, with Harry Kane being one of the outgoing players. Wilfried Zaha is another player who keeps featuring in the Team of the Week lineup, albeit a bit inconsistently. However, he offers good value for his price tag. James Rodriguez is back in form with a goal for Everton's 1-0 victory in Game Week 20. He can be a good mid-budget option in the current market. Also for Game Week 21, Matthias Pereira could be a one-time transfer with him being the best player West Brom has to offer. He recently featured in the Team of the Week with an outstanding performance. Now, it's time to discuss my transfers for Game Week 21. But first, some general tweaking is required for my lineup. I have decided to go for a 3-5-2 formation for Game Week 21. For this week, I will be making a double transfer again, with both Kane and Wijnaldum making way for incoming arrivals. I know you guys would be thinking that I am working this way to get in Sterling, but instead I will be going with Ika Gundogan to take up my midfield spot. Up front, I have analyzed all the three options that I had discussed before for the striker's role, but I am not convinced by any. Instead, I have decided to bring in Timo Werner, who was kept out of Chelsea's lineup last week. But I feel Tuchel's arrival may change things for Werner, and he may finally deliver on his potential after all. Now for the captain's armband. I will be going with Mr. Dependable, Hyunmin Song, to get me some much needed points. That's all for Game Week 21. Hope you liked this video. Follow me on Mavzone Sports and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and see you soon.